What is up, guys? It's Puppy here, bringing you a Defiance tips and tricks on how to improve your racing game, hopefully get you gold on all those races so you can go ahead and earn yourself that black Challenger that is so awesome to look at. Won't lie to you guys though, stats-wise, it's the exact same as every other Challenger that's in this game, minus the red one, which is just a little bit faster, but not noticeably faster. I wish they would have changed the stats and varied them up from vehicle to vehicle, especially on this black one because it's so hard to get. But they didn't, and all we can do now is kind of, I don't know, wish. Beyond that, before I go ahead and get into the racing tips, we'll go ahead and throw it out there that I went ahead and started a clan. So if you guys are on the Xbox 360 located in North America, and I do have to specify that because if you're not located in North America, the Xbox is region locked and I still can't play with you. But if you are in North America on Xbox, go ahead and hit me up in-game. My name is Pup, P-U-P, and I will go ahead and shoot you a clan invite. I cannot do friends lists, guys, because my friends list is full. So you just got to message me in game and I'll do what I can to get you guys added into the clan. So let's go ahead and jump into these racing tips. First off, you may notice that for this particular race here, the Dodge Challenger race, I actually was utilizing a little bit of a bug that me and my buddy here found, in which if you're in a group with a friend and you guys start the race at the exact same time, your friend can bail out and then jump in the passenger seat of your vehicle, and when you finish the race, it counts for both of you. I don't know if they're going to fix this before the next Dodge Challenger race comes around, but in the meantime, you know, it's just something good to keep in mind in case it pops up again and it still works, and you just really don't like racing, then you can just get a buddy to do it for you. Let's go ahead and cover some of the basic tips here. First off, if you see one of the rings that has a little tiny ring on the inside, that means that when you go through that ring, it is going to instantly refill your boost. A lot of times what happens, like the very first race you come onto that you discover in the game, you can boost the entire way through. Now this isn't going to be true with every single race, but it's good to keep that in mind. I also recommend that if you run out of boost and you see one of those approaching, you start laying on the boost right before you go through the ring. That way you maximize the amount of boost that you do have. Some of the other advice that I can give you is you actually don't have to go through the center of the ring. If you fly over it, it'll still count, and if you nick the sides of it, it'll still count. There's actually been a few occasions where I've been as much as 2 or 3 feet away from the side of the ring, and it's still counted. So that's something else to keep in mind. Now, if there are any, one of the problems that I did run into was if you had emergencies that would appear on the track, a lot of times that would make doing the race really hard. Your best bet is to just get off, cancel the race, because if you do get off your vehicle, it will cancel the race after a few seconds, and then it'll give you the opportunity to either restart the race or just cancel. If you go ahead and hit that cancel button so that you don't get set back to the beginning, and then clear out that emergency and then go back and start the race again. I know it's a bit of a pain, but some of those emergencies with those roadblocks just screw you over way too much, and it costs you a lot of time. That said, there are a few races that are bugged, you guys. When you finish them, it will automatically, for whatever reason, just add time. There's not much I can do to give advice on this one other than to keep trying and hope that it doesn't add a whole lot of time. I've had a few races where I honestly would have been on the leaderboards had it not added time, but it went ahead and did that anyway. That should be able to set you guys on the races as far as getting gold on all those go. I will say that it's a lot easier to get gold on some of the longer tracks, the ones that have multiple laps, just because you have more leeway. So you can like hit a pole, or you know, you can kind of screw up a little bit and still have enough time to get away with getting gold, whereas the quicker races like that very first one, you don't have any opportunity to make any mistakes, otherwise you lose your gold if you make a tiny little mistake. Really quick here, I got another clip coming up here in a second that is going to go ahead and show you guys that in San Francisco, if you guys go ahead and go to San Francisco, which you'll have to go to anyway to get gold on all the races, there is in the actual city there, if you find the pyramid building that we're going ahead and looking at right here, if you find one of the pillars, you'll notice that there's an interact button. You go ahead and mash that interact button, and it'll throw you up in like this catacomb looking area. And you can kind of weasel your way through here, and you go over to the third pillar down that you see, and then once you cross that third pillar, I actually was not paying attention and had to go back to it when I was doing the recording. You'll see another climb, so you go ahead and hit that, and that will teleport you up further. And then on this one, all you have to do is simply walk forward from where you were, and you will notice that right there, you saw that? There was another interact button. You got to kind of jump to hit this one, so you got to kind of jump and hit it at the same time. but eventually that will teleport you up to dang near the very top of the tower. Now, once you're up at the top of the tower, this is as far as you can go that I'm aware of, but one of the things that I noticed that you can do from up here is you can summon your vehicle. So if you got a quad, go ahead and summon it while you're up here, and then just back up and get a boost off the edge, and you can easily hit your 1080 that you need in order to get that Black Challenger. That's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully these tips helped you out. This is Puppy signing out. Peace out, guys.